What's up guys, your girl Dani here. Thank you so much for joining my YouTube video, and today I'm going to be showing you how I did this hair and got it straight without using a blow dryer directly onto my hair. So I know that the background is not cute, but I do have a lifestyle background. It's just that it's not finished yet and I didn't want to use it while it looks like incomplete. So while that is being fixed, I'm going to be just using a blank wall and you guys can just see how I did this. I love it. I love how it turned out, and it was like kind of low heat. Anyway, I don't know what I'm saying. Let's get into the video. My hair is washed, a little bit knotted. But so using the Morrocan oil treatment, I just normally put a little bit of this because I want my hair to be shiny when it is out of the rollers. And that's, I don't know if you guys can see, but that's the small amount that I'm putting on my hair. Ooh. I'm just gonna use a comb and section my hair off into first a middle section. So I'm using the orange rollers. As you can see, this is kind of the width, so I like to just do my section that is in the width of that so the hair doesn't fall off on the sides. And now just tying the one section up. My scalp has been so dry, and now I'm going to be tying that section up again. Not much has changed like from this to the first one that I did. It's really just the same thing. So yeah, I'm just doing an updated one because I know that one is quite far back in my actual what is this place again? YouTube. In my YouTube videos. So I have now sectioned off also another small piece, and I'm taking my roller. These roller sets, roller curlers are available on my website, shop Creased Nation. It is in a set of 15 for orange ones, and then in a set of, no, I think it's in a set of 12 for orange ones and a set of 15 for green ones. So with your roller, you're literally just going to start swirling it around the end. Make sure that your ends are in good, and I normally keep my fingers like this next to the hair, and then just so it doesn't slip off, and then I just go all the way to the back, taking a pin and securing it. From here on, I just start using my fingers just to make a path. Doesn't have to be perfect like I said before, so just want to feel, don't take too much of a thick piece or else it's going to really struggle to get dry. But what I do is kind of just comb my hair out towards the front and turning those ends, and then securing it, pulling the first one tight, taking the pin from the first one and putting it through, and you're literally just going to repeat this process all the way to the back. I'll turn to the back in a second so that you can see. So I can feel my hair is a bit too dry. If you do have your spray bottle or something, just spray your hair with some water. I don't have a spray bottle with me now, but just spray so it makes sure that it's not too dry. Now I'm going to take the comb to the center of my head and just slightly behind my ear, and that's kind of just where I'm parting it. And then what I do is I take a small section just slightly behind my ear again and move it to the front. I have no makeup on in this video. I was like, should I do a makeup tutorial first? Should I do a hair one? And I was like, do a hair one because I want my hair at least to be looking good for the makeup one. Now again, sectioning small pieces. I started teaching myself how to roll my hair in because my mom would do mine when I was smaller, and yo man, she would pull my hair so tight and it would literally stand up all the way there, and I just didn't like that. So from the age of 10 I taught myself how to roll my hair in, and it used to get stuck so often, but I'm glad that I did because it helps, especially now being natural and not wanting to blow dry my hair. Now with the bottom hair, because you can see it is quite far up here, I do it the reverse way. So you're gonna roll up and just get those ends in and roll upward so that at least it connects to the top roller, and then you can put your pin in and secure it. The hair that you pulled forward earlier, you're going to take that piece of hair and you're going to section off a piece of hair just above your ear, and that's the piece that we are going to do last. And then you're going to go again with a small section and roll that in. My hair is feeling so super soft. I put on the Tresemme Keratin Smooth treatment before because I wanted to see how it works and if it like creates less frizz when my hair is dry. And my hair is feeling super soft. Then the last one, you're gonna do it upwards towards your other rollers, doing the ends and just pulling it up and then securing the pin. This one is a bit awkward, so you always have to like kind of just bend the pin through somehow. Okay guys, now that that's done, I used about 15 rollers. I still have some from my second pack in there. I'm not going to use that. 15 rollers on my head, and now this is how I've been drying it. This is my second time doing this. Normally I use the stand hair dryer at my mom's place, but I wanted something at my own place that is not going to take up too much space and whatever. So this is a wood dryer. You attach it onto your blow dryer. I'm going to show you how to do it now. And this is also available on my online store. I literally only have 2 left. The stock, like it's difficult to find this stuff because with the suppliers you can't really find this hairdressing equipment, but I did, and I only have 2 left on there. So how this works is the air will come through over here, so you want to place this onto your head so it fits nicely over your hair. If you want, you can just put a scarf on over this if you don't want to put it directly onto your head, but fits over your head, and then it ties, so you can adjust it to hold on. And I'm using the Parlox 3000 blow dryer. You can just use any blow dryer. This attaches onto the end. And I'll normally put it on medium heat and medium. So you're going to sit like that, depending on the length of your hair. I normally have to sit for an hour, just so that it gets completely dry, because if it doesn't get dry, it's gonna frizz if it's still a little bit damp. So I sit for an hour, and then I just go about working on my laptop and whatever. And yeah, that's kind of how I'm doing it. So while I sit under this, I will be back, guys, once it's dry. So I've been under for about 40 minutes. Whew. I'm getting so hot. So how you want to check if your hair is dry is I usually take like the 3rd one because it's in the thickest part of my hair, and then I just check that that one's dry. If that one's dry, then it normally all dried up enough. Yeah, so that is dry. This is such a time saver, guys. Honestly, I don't have the time to wait all day in the sun for it to be dry. You can do that if you want, and let it air dry and sun dry, but if you don't have the time, then this is the best option. If you like hair like this, you can leave it like this. I'm going to take it a step further and just show you how I kind of smooth out the curls to not have it so tight. I'm literally just taking a small amount and just smoothing it over my hair just to add that shine and make sure that it is, I don't know, not tangled or anything. It's just a step that I like doing. So the last step to this is using my trusted swirly. This is a stocking. If you don't know what a swirly is, it is a must-have in this step. Yeah, that stocking, you just cut a piece from your old stockings, and I like using this one. It's stretched out and it like just knows my head. So now I'm just swirling my hair, and you want to swirl the front section around your head, and you want to make sure that it is smooth so that you know it's not kinking up anywhere. And I just kind of leave it like that, and then just take a small section from the back and brush it in as well. Ow. Smooth it now at this stage, because I don't normally use pins to hold it. I'm just going to put this on and smooth it out with my hand. And you want to take everything up and around and on top of where you just place the other hair. So just make sure that it is on tight enough. Now this is the first time. Normally I would sleep like this and then the next day kind of just rock the hairstyle. I actually just want to try by sitting under this dryer again for 10 minutes and seeing what it looks like. And hopefully it works to straighten it out quite a bit. So let me just sit under here for 10 minutes and then I'll be back. So I sat under the dryer for 5-10 minutes, then I left it to cool for another 5 minutes. And now let's just see if it did anything. It's definitely a lot straighter than what it was. Let me just pull this up. It just gives you that nice Hollywood looking kind of curl here in the front, especially if your hair is layered like mine. So yeah guys, that's it. If you still want it straighter than this, what I suggest is at night when you sleep, first night only, not like consecutive nights, because this does like pull on your hairline and you don't want to be losing or breaking your hair. So definitely be using this on the first night, and yeah, I think this looks so good.